Hi, my name is Mary Burke,
And I'm Doreen Harris,
and we are the co-leads of NYSERDA's Women's Equity and Advocacy Resource Group, also known as We Are. Our mission strives to unite, support, and elevate women at NYSERDA and within the broader clean energy industry.
Doreen, we're excited to meet with you this morning, and we're looking forward to interview you and hear your story. So let's get into it. Our first question is, what led to your interest in engineering and your work at NYSERDA?
Well, thank you for having me, and it's great to celebrate this month together. Certainly, engineering has always been part of who I am. I was the kid taking apart my mom's sewing machine and putting it back together. She never knew the difference. Always very interested in how things work, and that really remains a strong focus of mine here at NYSERDA as well.
What challenges have you faced as a female professional?
Well, as I said, it was very obvious to me that engineering would be a focus of mine professionally, and I think I really didn't understand that it was unique or different at that time for a woman to pursue a technical field. I definitely realized it though when I started at college and saw myself as one of, maybe a handful of women in a fairly large engineering class. But still, I really saw that difference as a value, as something of value not only in the industry, but also for my peers, and I continue to see it as such.
How did you overcome any of these challenges?
Well, there certainly are challenges when you are a different person in the room, but in the end, I think we all recognize, and I certainly recognized early on, that being different in that respect actually brought a lot of value. And my teams saw it the same way, even in engineering school, and now as we build teams at NYSERDA, I believe diverse teams really bring forward the best outcomes.
So being one of a few females in your classes and in engineering, what advice would you give to young women as they develop their careers?
Well, I think I'd give the same advice to a young woman that I'd give to anyone, which is when you're early in your career, to take every opportunity not only to become an expert at something, to be really, really good at something, but also to fill gaps. That's where the great career opportunities that I've seen have come forward, where I see a need and I fill the need, and I not only fill the need, but I do it to the best of my ability. And ultimately, I think that's great advice for a young professional, because then you add value, you expose yourself to new things, and ultimately you create opportunities for advancement.
So as president and CEO of NYSERDA, what opportunities have you found in your position that were unexpected?
Well, as many know, I've been at NYSERDA for 13 years now, but as president for only a few, and what a world it has opened up. I think first and foremost, it's the fact that we are so respected really globally. Everyone loves NYSERDA. Everyone wants to have a NYSERDA, and ultimately we have so much to be proud of. It is also the case, I think, that the work that we're doing, we've been exposed at a much more global level. Our work has impact far beyond our borders, and fundamentally something to be extraordinarily proud of.
It's International Women's Day, and this year's theme is Embrace Equity. What does this mean to you, either professionally or personally?
Well, equity is a topic of central importance here at NYSERDA, both within our organization and also in our broader work. And I think really when you think about equity, it means not doing things the way you always would. We need to really think about very deliberately the ways in which we're engaging with constituents around our state, and also building our teams to fill that need. And at the end of the day, when we're moving fast, as we need to be in fighting this climate crisis, we need to be very deliberate in ensuring that our work is advanced in a manner that really embraces equity as a central element.
So Governor Kathy Hochul is the first woman elected governor of New York State. What do you feel is the significance of this achievement?
Working for Governor Hochul is literally the honor of a lifetime. She embodies all of the principles that we're talking about this month, not only in embracing women and diversity in general, but also setting up a workforce that is reflective of that. Her cabinet is actually largely women, And we find ourselves really moving our work forward with those principles in mind. So it's an exciting time to be working in New York, and her leadership is certainly paramount in that respect.
And it's nice to see women on the rise, within our state. Who are your female role models that you would highlight for Women's History Month?
Oh, there's been so many role models in my life, and ultimately when I think about how we get from here to there, we need to both be mentors and mentees all the time, full stop. When I think about my career, a lot of the role models have actually come and gone, moved into retirement at this point early in my career. One person at NYSERDA that actually moved to retirement last year and who was a great role model for me was Janet Joseph. She took me under her wing early on, taught me the ropes not only at NYSERDA, but really the passion that she brought for our work really was a great example for me. And of course, as I work with our younger women across the organization, it's an honor to move that forward as well.
Well, thank you, Doreen, for sharing your story as we celebrate Women's History Month and the theme of celebrating women who tell our story.
Thank you.